To keep winning after a big win, what great brands do next. Often, victory feels like the end of the story. You hit your numbers, you close the deal, the confetti flies and the dopamine hits. Every red-eye flight and sleepless night suddenly feels justified. But that's where the danger starts, because victory doesn't mean the game is over. It just means the field has changed. So why do so many companies lose momentum after success? We've all watched it happen. Companies, cities, even countries stumble right after a big win. Not because they forgot what made them successful, but because they stopped asking, what's next? They move from building the future to polishing the past. And that's when the brand voice shifts from inviting to defending, from telling a story to giving a lecture, from here's what we believe to here's why we're right. And we all know that the audience hears the difference, and so do the competitors. In brand strategy, momentum is everything. If your story doesn't continue to evolve, your message becomes an ancient artifact, beautiful perhaps, but irrelevant. But first, a story. One of my clients called in a mild panic. Their product launch had shattered expectations. Retailers had doubled their orders. The press gushed, and social media lit up like Times Square. In fact, their logo was even emblazoned on a screen over Times Square. That night, they felt like Alexander the Great, with no more worlds to conquer. But by year's end, the company was bleeding money. The big win had sapped their supply chain, forced compromises on quality, and shifted the culture from nimble and curious to smug and reactive. Competitors didn't have to take them down. They were doing that job all by themselves. You see, winning doesn't make you right. It just makes you successful once. And we mistake winning for wisdom. We start believing success proves we're right, not just lucky or well-timed. And that's when we stop listening. The higher we climb the pedestal, the harder we fall. Not because gravity changes, it's just that we forget that it still applies to us. Have you read The Fish That Ate the Whale by Rich Cohen? It tells the story of Samuel, the banana man Zemurray, a poor immigrant who built and ruled the banana industry. He even toppled the Honduran government to protect his business. But as Cohen wrote, every great victory carries the seed of ultimate defeat. And that line should be printed on every quarterly report and taped to every founder's bathroom mirror. The leaders and organizations that thrive after a big win are the ones who stay curious. They keep their message open, relevant, and generous. They use their success to start new conversations, not just replay old ones. They dissect the win, they reframe the story, and they make sure their message connects with the next audience, not just the loyal base. Victory isn't the finish line. It's just a mile marker. The ones who keep winning are the ones who keep moving forward. So before you hang the banner, start crafting your next story. If your company, team, or movement just had a significant win, congratulations, you've earned the celebration. But before you hang the mission accomplished banner, ask yourself this: is the story we tell tomorrow stronger than the one that got us here today? Because that's how you turn a one-time win into long-term success. Are you planning an event in 2026? Do you want your audience to walk away with real-world tools for brand storytelling, messaging strategy, and ways to win after the win? If so, let's talk. I still have a few dates open and would love to bring this message and this keynote to your stage.